Yo, what's going on, everybody? Fulcrum here. So it's been a little while, and I'm very excited to be back with a new video for you all. So super recently, we just got a new map, not only into the ranked arena, but also into the HCS map rotation, and it is a Forge map called Interference. It's actually a remake of a Halo 5 map called The Rig, and I really didn't play any Halo 5, so this is pretty much a brand new experience to me. Like I said, it is a Forge map created by, I believe his name is Astro CSF. Sorry, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'll be sure to throw something up on the screen here. But yeah, I am absolutely loving this map. It's got a ton of different jumps and sneaky spots and stuff like that. So I thought while the map is still kind of new here, it'd be super fun to go through and take a look at all those jumps and sneaky spots that I've been able to find, and also just to get a good look at this brand new map we've got. It is meant to look like Lockout from Halo 2, and I think he absolutely nailed it. I love this map, so without further ado, let's hop right into it. Alright, so getting us kicked off here, this first area, the call out for this area is E1 or back engine, you'll hear some people call it. Over there where I'm scoping in at now is one of the competitive spawn points. We'll be over there later. But you've seen a lot of people probably do the jump off that yellow box there, but you can actually jump off either side of this control panel to also get up to E2. You can also jump off of this keypad back here in the back corner. I haven't really found any use for that yet though. And then here is the other competitive spawn. This area is called Cargo. There's not really a ton back here, but there is this kind of sneaky ledge here on the back of this wall. You might be able to get the jump on somebody coming from Snipe to E2 or something like that. And then, of course, this little ledge here is pretty obvious, but it could be a sneaky play if somebody's coming below you. And then, of course, you've got this ledge here to chow over towards Snipe. And then this, you're kind of a sitting duck out here in the open, but if you wanted to for any reason, you can get up on top of this light post, which is pretty funny. You're very exposed, but it is cool that you can get up there. And then making our way back over towards Snipe, we've got this pipe to jump up from E1 to E2 to the Snipe Bridge. And then, of course, we've got this sneaky area back here most people call Bat Ledge. Other than that, there's not a ton going on over here as far as as far as jumps go. This area is called Open Field. You're very exposed there. And then coming back through Snipe, there is this one pretty cool little super slide down here through the bottom of sewers. And then, of course, in sewers, you can crouch jump out of each of these high points in the bottom. There's 3 high points you can crouch jump out of.
5 minutes remaining.
And yeah, that's about it for this corner of the map. Next, we're going to be moving on to the tower. So moving on to the tower portion of the map here, there's a ton of different jumps and stuff like that in this area. Starting off with this sneaky little corner here, you might be able to make a play. And then moving on to Tower 1, you can do this nice little jump off the control panel up here to the back wall. And now you find yourself at Tower 2. You can jump up here. Most people call this little ledge Tower 3. And then there are these pipes here on the side of the tower. We'll get to those in just a minute. But if you wanted to make your way back down to Tower 1, you can drop off the back side of the tower. It's a little bit tricky, but you can get it. And then, of course, there's so many different ways to jump up here to the top of tower. Just going to demonstrate a couple more of those for you. And you can sprint jump back up here to this high ledge. And this is a sneaky little area I really don't see a ton of players using. I love using this sneaky spot. And this will lead you back to this pipe. I love the call out for this area. I don't know why it's called flank steak, but I think that's super funny. But moving forward, there is one more jump up here to the top of tower. Like I said, there's tons. And then going back down to look at these pipes that I talked about before, there's the pipe on Tower 1 to jump up to the ledge. You can also sprint jump up to this ledge to get up to Tower 2. And then from thrust, if you hit a curb slide and crouch, you can get up here to Tower 2 without having to jump. This little pipe around the outside of tower is just a nice little way to route around the outside of the building if you need to. And then also there's this sneaky little ledge here behind the wall. You don't want to go back too far here or you will slip off. But as long as you kind of stay in front of this second bracket on this wall, you should be able to just hang out here fine. So going back down here to the sneaky little ledge, you can actually also jump off the pipe to get here, and then jump up here to the top of tower if you wanted to. But also, it's a lot more tricky. You can jump to that little ledge from here. You got to stick the landing and hit right on this pipe, but it can be done. And then going forward, there's one last curb slide I wanted to show you all to get over here to the thrust platform. You can slide all the way from that box to thrust. You just got to hit the clamber. Going back to this corner of the map, we've got Heatwave back here, but other than that, there's really not a ton going on back here as far as jumps and stuff like that go. From the blue box here, you can crouch jump over to either side of this box and make whatever play you need to make. And again, other than that, there's not a ton going on in this little area. This is Lookout, the other competitive spawn that I was talking about. You get a good look at Snipe and Open Yard from here. But moving forward, there is one pretty cool little jump here. If you jump right before that last horizontal line and hit the curb slide, you will land right on the ramp, and it will shoot you pretty much all the way across the sewer. You just have to make sure to jump right before that last horizontal line. So going forward, it will kind of look like you can jump up to the catwalk from that other side. You can't, but you can hit it from the spikes here. And then there is a pretty sneaky little ledge on the other side of spikes that I've used a couple times. I haven't seen a ton of people using it, but you can kind of crouch jump out of sewers and get here super sneaky. And then going forward, there is a awesome little keypad jump up here to the thrust platform. It's really simple to do. You do have to crouch jump to get up to the keypad, but other than that, it's super easy. If you are trying to hit it, make sure you're not right below the keypad or you won't be able to clamber or hit the jump. So you want to make sure you're just off to the left-hand side of this keypad and you can jump up just fine. Moving forward, this is kind of an honorable mention of sorts. Shout out to my teammate C4 for showing me this one. But you can get into this little crane piece or whatever it is and kind of crouch through. It's very tricky, very dangerous being in this area, especially this jump back into it. But you can kind of crouch through here and jump around, which is super cool. And that is going to be about it for today, everybody. Let me know if there's any jumps that you know or any sneaky spots or anything that I missed. I would love to hear that in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I've been uploading a ton of content here and having an absolute blast doing it. So I would love to have you along for the ride. But like I said, guys, that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate it as always. And be sure to check in for the next one, everybody. Thanks so much and have a great day.